I originally planned to skip number 26 because the current high set does not test trigonometry, at least not the ratios of trigonometry. But I decided to go back and do this because it occurred to me that some folks may be doing these problems for something other than high set, and you may have had trigonometry, and this will make perfect sense. If you have not had trigonometry, and you're doing these problems for high set, you can skip this one. You will not see something like this on your exam at the present day. And today is February 9, 2025. So if you're watching this in current time, you don't have to worry about this one for high set. For those of you who are familiar with trigonometry, let's work this problem. Okay. Naomi is looking at a flying eagle as shown in the diagram below. Which expression represents the eagle's height in feet above the ground? And we're not having to solve, we're just having to set up the equation. And you can tell by looking at your answer choices which of the trigonometric ratios you will need. It's going to be tangent. And here is the general tangent ratio. I don't know what happened there. Tangent of a given angle, and in this case it's 20. 20 degrees is the angle of elevation. Tangent is going to be represented by the opposite over the adjacent. And again, if you have not had trig, this will not make sense. But if you have had trig, it should make sense. So let's study this diagram carefully. We know that Naomi is 5 feet tall. We're told that right here. So Naomi is 5 feet tall. And we know that the eagle is not at eye level. The eagle is flying considerably higher than eye level. We do not know what that height is. That's the purpose of doing this problem if we were going to solve it. But this whole measurement is the opposite. It's her height plus the height of the eagle. So we're going to call that, in my trig ratio, tangent of 20 is going to be the total height. That's opposite Naomi. And adjacent, we can tell, is right here. It's not hypotenuse, it's adjacent. And this is 25 feet. So we know that value. So let's put that over 25. Okay, so we are ready to set up the rest of our formula. We're actually ready to get this. We've got it set up, almost. We need to solve, we need to get the 25 out of there. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 25. And that will cancel this 25. That will also give me a 25 over here. So now I have 25 times tangent of 20 equals the height. And you could probably go ahead and pick your answer. This is going to be E, as in echo, just looking at this. Because once you get that far, you have this much of your formula. 25 times tangent of 20 degrees, and that's where we are. That's going to equal the height. But we have to calculate Naomi's height into this situation. So we have this value, which is actually the height of the eagle from eye level, but we have to add in Naomi's height to get this expression. And that is going to give us E as in echo, and we do not have to actually find X. We just had to set up the expression.